Hey everyone, it's me, Sabrina. My channel is The Hopeful Minimalist. It's a safe space for handbag admiration. So if you love handbags, please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Before we get started today, I want to say thank you for watching the video. There are so many talented creators in this space, and I appreciate you selecting my video to watch. I also appreciate you supporting my channel, using my affiliate links, my affiliate code, talking to me in the comments, asking questions, giving your feedback. I really appreciate it very much. I also want to say that I want to emphasize rather that this is like our handbag utopia. For many of us, it's an escape from the real world. The real world is cruel, unforgiving. There's some good as well, but there are a lot of negative things happening. There are natural disasters occurring, there are wars. And while I'm informed of those things and aware of them, I just want to say that this is a safe space for no drama, for positivity, for us to kind of indulge in what makes us happy before we go back to the real world. So I don't want to ever appear to be out of touch with reality, or as though I'm not aware of the real world, because I am very much aware. This is just an escape. This is where we come to talk about handbags, things that make us a little bit happier. So I wanted to just say that I appreciate everyone who keeps this space positive and lighthearted and uplifting. There are times when we do have to have hard conversations and talk about situations that come about, but for the large part, I would like to keep my space very positive. So, with that being said, if that is something that you can get behind, then please subscribe if you have not already. Today's video is going to be like a catch up. I've been out of town for a few days, and I did try to continue posting mostly on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm going to put my handle at the bottom of the screen. Many times I'll make a post on Instagram and then make reference to it here on YouTube, so I want you to stay in the loop. So please follow me on Instagram. I do follow back most of the time. So if you have followed me and I can tell that you are a creator, also love handbags or fragrances or something, I will follow you back. If I see that your page is private, though, I won't try to follow you back, because I figure that is your friends, family, private Instagram page. And because mine is public, I feel like I owe you that privacy, if that makes sense. So I have an Instagram that's for my friends and my family, and I also have one that is for this utopian handbag world where everything is publicly facing, where anybody in the world can go look at it. And I respect that many of us have a private page as well. So I will follow you back if you are a creator. Otherwise, I won't. Now, on to the topic of the day. It's going to be a little bit chatty because, like I said, I've got to catch up, but there will be some eye candy. So I want to do kind of a small bag roundup of what's new to my collection. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know, because I have talked about them both on Instagram. These are both Marc Jacobs bags. One is the tote in the red color and one is the sack bag. And I obtained both of these shortly before going on fall break. And I made a post on Instagram about how I had a hard time deciding between which one to carry for the day. And so I ended up carrying both. That's because I like both of them just that much. Before I talk to you about the bags, I just want to share that they are both available on 24S, which is where I made my purchases. However, 24S is doing something weird, at least with the sack bag. I looked on there today and the price is $6.56, and I paid nowhere near that price. It appears to me that it has been marked way, way up. And I've noticed that 24S does that sometimes. For example, the Cassie 19 we know currently retails for $295. Sometimes I'll see the Cassie 19 for sale on 24S for $350. And then they'll say it's 30% off of $350 when I know that the retail price with Coach is $295. I don't really know the reason behind doing that. I know that 24S also offers discounts on certain things that you wouldn't be able to get discounts on otherwise. For example, the bag that I'm still in today from traveling, this is the Louis Vuitton Speedy, and it's the limited edition from the Match collection. So it came with this tennis ball like coin pouch. So that bag is my example because I know that that bag, I purchased it at a very good discount in comparison to what it retailed when it was current or currently being sold by Louis Vuitton. So with that in mind, I'm kind of still cool with 24S. In addition to that, I've had no bad experiences with 24S. I actually wanted to brag on them a little bit because last week I made a handbag purchase, and a couple of days later, the same bag went on sale for an even bigger markdown. I contacted them for a price adjustment. I didn't know what they were going to say. I've never read their policies on price adjustments, but someone responded to me pretty quickly and they said they would look into it. And the next message that I got was them confirming that they would grant the price adjustment. And that was all within 2 days or so. So I'm very happy with the resolution of that, but I'm still a little bit confused as to why they mark their prices up and then say it's like 30% off. So I don't know. Their price is their price. It's just something I'm not really clear on. So I'm not linking these two bags from 24S. I did find them both on a bit of a discount at Satire, which I have used in the past, and I've never had anything but positive experiences with Satire. So I'm going to link the sack bag from Satire and the tote bag from Satire. Currently, as of today, the sack bag is listed for $394.32, and the Marc Jacobs tote is listed for $314. And I think that's a pretty decent discount on both of those bags. All right, so now that I got that mouthful out of the way, let's look at the bags. All right, I'm going to start with the Marc Jacobs tote bag. We've all seen this bag. We've had a look around it a few dozen times, I'm sure. This bag is not new. However, the color captivated me, and I honestly don't think the color is new either. I know that Marc Jacobs, they have some colors that are released, and then it's like they'll retire the colors, and there may be another similar color that comes out. And when I say that, I'm thinking about the rose dust and how it was seemingly retired and then the rose came out. And that has happened with a couple of different colors. So I'm thinking the true red is the original red, but I could be mistaken. This is the one that I'm currently finding for sale at different department stores, and I love it. I'm not even a red lover. I'm actually a person that stays away from red just because of some silly insecurities. Like I feel like I can never put my red lipstick on like perfectly, neatly. And then I've just never thought red was very flattering on me. So I tend to stay away from it. But I did take something red out of town with me. And on this particular day, I knew, it made sense to use this bag, but I was so anxious to use the sack bag. And on that day, I ended up using both. And you might have seen my post on Instagram about that. I thoroughly enjoyed using both of these bags. And on that particular day, it was a day that it was on fall break, and we were doing quite a bit of walking through the city, looking at things, going to like this little carnival thing. And the bags worked perfectly. I was able to fit this inside of the sack. And I also, on the way back home, you might have seen my video where I showed putting this inside of the sack. So the sack has a very good capacity, especially if you're using it as a bag to tote around other bags. Like, it was great in that aspect. I'm getting sidetracked, bragging on the sack again. This is the strap that comes with the Marc Jacobs tote bag. And if I didn't say so already, this is the small size in true red. So like I said, there's nothing really new about these bags, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it. I have heard the handbag housewife talk about a change in the design of these bags where the bottom is more structured. I haven't had a chance to compare this to the tote bags that I have in my closet. I'm making a point to do that after this video. So I don't know if this is one of the ones that has been updated or not. It might have been. It does feel a little structured at the bottom. I'm not sure. Other than that, I don't know of any other changes to the design of the tote bag. So I just wanted to show you this one and show you how beautiful this red is. Now, on to the bag that I just couldn't wait to use. This is the Marc Jacobs, the sack bag in the color camel. And to my understanding, this is the size medium. I've seen a short video on YouTube showing a large. And when I say it is huge, it is huge. I almost thought it was a joke, like one of those oversized handbag videos that we'll see sometimes on Instagram. The bag is humongous because this one is huge in my opinion. And I have actually had it folded like that, which I don't think that will be an issue. It folds down pretty flat if you wanted to travel with it. And I mean, I don't see that becoming an issue. It's so soft. And it also has this insert on the inside. But first, let me kind of show you around the bag. So it's fully leather. It's a full grain leather. It has the sack bag on the front there, and then you have the story patch on the back. Hold this down. The inside is fully lined in that slick, shiny leather that you would find inside of the tote bag as well. And there's one slip pocket in here, which is completely leather as well. Now, although this is fully leather, it's very lightweight, and you can probably tell by how flexible the bag is. It just collapses. It does pretty much whatever you want it to do. As far as hardware, there's one little piece of hardware on the inside, which is a D-ring. That D-ring allows you to connect the insert to the bag. So this bag comes with this fabric insert. It has Marc Jacobs on the front in leather, and it's lined in leather at the top. There's a leather zipper, very smooth zipper, and it's fabric on the inside as well. So this functions as like an insert to the bag. But of course, you can use it with or without the insert. And I love that the bag has that versatility of using the insert or not using it, because when I was traveling, it would not have been as easy for me to fit my Speedy or my tote bag in here with the insert inside. So I removed it when I carried those two bags in here. The way that the insert works is the magnets that are used to close the bag, they both connect to the insert on the front and on the back here. So without the insert inside, the two magnets just connect to each other like that to close, and the magnet is pretty strong. See how those just kind of nice magnetic pull. And so each side of the organizer has that same magnet, has that same magnetic pull to each side of the bag. So this insert is going to give you peace of mind when it comes to your precious items like your wallet, credit cards, cash, whatever you don't want to lose. This insert is going to help you hold on to those items. Because even if someone were to reach into your bag, or if your bag is, it falls over onto the floor, using the insert is going to help secure your items. I don't know if I've said enough times how much I enjoyed carrying this, especially for travel, as a travel bag, just as a tote bag. If you're touring the city and you just want something that's big enough to hold jackets and wipes and a handbag even, this bag was great for that. No matter what I put in it, it remained comfortable on my shoulder. The leather is very soft. It's not padded right here, but it's like folded, and it almost serves as kind of a cushion for your shoulder. So it was very comfortable. The only concern I can say I had was about corner wear. I don't have any corner wear, but I did become a little concerned. Depending on what I had in the bag, the corners can actually become quite pointed. And when corners are pointy like this, they are subject to corner wear. It's just more likely that you will bump up against something and then you'll have some corner wear where some of your paint may be missing or your leather may become scuffed. So that's the only thing that kind of worried me while using this bag. It's absolutely not a deal breaker for me though. I might have already, I might be looking at another one. But yeah, not a deal breaker for me at all. Thoroughly enjoyed using it. And like I said, that kind of depends on what you're carrying, because I don't know, if you have it, more heavy in the center, then the center is going to drop more and you won't have such a pointy corner. It also depends on if you're using the insert. It can droop a little bit more in the center if you're not using the insert. So those are just a couple of things to keep in mind about this bag. So I'm hoping that you have an understanding of what made it so hard for me to choose the other day when it came to these two bags. It was just, I couldn't choose. And then when it came to the Speedy, that's another bag that I really like. And I felt like the white leather really went with the black and white that I had on that particular day. And I kind of explained this in that video that I travel with my bags because I want to get use out of them. I don't want them to sit on a shelf forever and just sit there. It's a waste of money. So when I do travel, I have a dedicated carry-on bag that has handbags in it because I want to use them. I don't want to have any handbags that are just too precious to be used. I mean, life is just too short for that. I think I briefly mentioned that this was my bag of the day today. I just haven't switched out of it. And this is the last one that I used on travels. So I'm still enjoying it very much. I never did get the wrinkles out of it, and I probably reinforced the wrinkles because I did fold it. Never thought I would fold one of my Speedies, but I did for travel because I wanted to make it flat. I felt like it already had some wrinkles on it anyway, so what harm could I do by folding it? So, and then this one, I'm really going to enjoy this bag. The red is so beautiful. If you have any questions about either of them, please leave it in the comment section. I will see you all in the next video.